Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about bloody deportation of immigrants. We're going to talk about TD Jakes. We're going to talk about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. And we're going to talk about federal employees going back to work full-time in the office. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's Dakota from Everyday Life. How's everybody doing? Well, today, the first thing we're going to talk about is Donald Trump and the bloody mass deportation that's about to happen. As everybody knows, Trump is now the new president-elect, and he's serious about the borders, the American borders. Tom Hosen is going to be the new border czar, and he seems like he is a serious type of person. Now, we all know how Donald Trump and his cronies, all of his cronies, feel about the immigrants and how they came over wrong. Specifically, it seems like the Latinos, because the Latino vote is what put him over. And I'm not going to talk about, well, why would they vote for Trump, and knowing that he doesn't like them. He has called them vermin, he's called them diseased criminals, cat eaters, all kinds of crazy things. And he's going to turn the police into a death squad against them. So why would I vote for them? But we're not going to talk about that because the vote is done. It's over. We can't change it. We can't take our votes back. So that's the end of that. Okay, so now we're going to move forward with what's about to happen. And it seems like a bloody deportation bath is about to happen. Game on. They have already purchased a lot of 1,402 acres. It's in Texas. The Texas Land Commissioner is making this the mass deportation construction camp for illegal aliens. The mass deportation construction camp for illegal immigrants. They already have the land ready. Tom Homan, who, like I said, is going to be the new border czar, will be heading to Texas soon. He's going to Texas soon so he can view the property. And, well, it's purchased now. He's just going to look at it, I guess, to try to make it as efficient and effective as possible. So he's going to go and visit the site. And I don't know. I would not have voted for Trump if I was a Latino. Because I know and I'm not talking about the vote. The vote's over, done. But even now, a lot of Latinos are saying, no, the hardworking people, the family people, that's not going to happen to us. We've naturalized ourselves. So, it's going to be for the criminals and the people who really don't belong here. But no, that's not what they're saying. What they're saying is, if you came wrong, you are going back. But they'll say, well, I'm naturalized now. I'm an American citizen. They don't care. It depends on how you came over. Now, if you came in through the front door like you were supposed to, then you can't be denaturalized. But if you didn't, you can. And they're always asking Tom Hosen, well, are you going to divide the families? Are you going to divide the children from the adults in this deportation camp? And he says, no, I'm not going to separate them. They can just go together. Just let them go back together. It's like a no-nonsense type of policy. It is going to be so interesting to see how this happens. Now, I'm just saying, for some people, it's just not right. Okay, if you're a law-abiding citizen, you came in through the front door, you naturalized yourself like you were supposed to, I don't think it's fair. I don't. And what it seems like, and reporting this is not fun. It's not, And like I always say, I'm not going to talk about Republicans. I'm not going to talk about Democrats. I'm just reporting the news. I'm just the messenger. All the stuff I'm telling you, I'm just the messenger. Either way, it doesn't matter what I think. I'm just one person. And when I say allegedly, You know what that means? Allegedly means it's something that something I heard, and I'm just telling you. And it's up to you to go and do some research and figure out, how you might feel on a certain topic. So all of us, blacks and whites, because, America, if you notice, America is like black or white. That's always been the two strong players in America. Somehow the word brown got thrown in there, but it's usually black or white. So it seems like us blacks and the white people who are listening now, we gotta help. We gotta help fight for some of these innocent people who are going to be in deportation camps. I mean, it's not right. We can't. I mean, if you're a criminal, then go. I don't care what nationality you are. Just get your ass out of here. But for the innocent ones, listen. Just because you voted, just because you were hoodwinked into voting for someone who did not have your best interest at heart, does not make you a bad person. It makes you an uninformed person. Okay, it makes you a person that didn't fact check, but a lot of us are like that. But that doesn't make you a bad person. So all of us, black and white, I think we got to do something. We got to try to help. We got to help these people out because I don't think it's right. So, and all of this could have been prevented just by doing some research and doing some fact finding. And we all know that politicians lie. If you were a politician, you'd be up there lying. If I was a politician, I'd be up there lying. Because people become politicians to secure their futures. To secure their futures, not to tell the truth, not to help everybody out, just to secure their futures and their children's futures. That's a politician. Okay? So it's up to you, it's up to us to do the research and to do the fact checking. And I don't know if anybody ever watched the Roland Martin show. I love Roland Martin. He's a little radical, but I still love him anyway. But he always says, if you vote and then nothing happens, if you vote for a politician who said he's going to do this for you, and then he wins and he doesn't do it for you, then it's your fault because you need to follow up. You need to be going down to City Hall after the elections. You need to talk to your councilmen. You need to talk to your state reps. You need to strike. You need to whatever you got to do after the elections to make sure that these politicians follow through. But nobody does that. So this is the world we live in. It's America. This is the world we live in. I wonder if they follow up in other countries. Probably not. Okay, at any rate, the Texas deportation process, they're going to process people, they're going to detain people, they're going to coordinate, and all this stuff is going to be done in this 1,400-acre land in Texas. And also, a 7,000 square feet easement. An easement wall is going to be built. Okay? Before the wall couldn't be built because there was a previous owner, and that previous owner blocked the government's access to do anything. I don't know what nationality or whatever, but they blocked the government access, which allowed a lot of abuse of women and other deviant behaviors on that land because the government couldn't get to it. But it's amazing. They got it now. I don't know how they got it, through eminent domain, or did somebody pass away, or did they give them a price that they just couldn't resist? I don't know. But they have the property now, and they have the easement ready, and they're coordinating, and they're processing, and they're doing whatever they have to do, because this bloody deportation is going to happen. Wow, and it is not going to be pretty. I'm not liking this at all, people. I'm really not. So that's the story with the bloody deportation. So we'll see what's going to happen. So now we're on to a little bit of entertainment news. We have Drake. Drake is suing UMG, Universal, For the second, in iHeartRadio, for the second time, on November 26th, Drake filed a second lawsuit against UMG. His suit is for defamation of character because Kendrick Lamar, also known as K. Dot, and I love Kendrick Lamar. He's such a good rapper. And when he's rapping, it's an art. Okay, I love Kendrick Lamar, but I like Drake too. But anyway, he's suing for defamation of character over Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. I know everybody's heard Not Like Us, right? It's a good song. He says that the track falsely accuses him of being a pedo. Okay, we can't say the word on YouTube. Pedo, and then if you put the word file at the end, like a file cabinet, or we're gonna call it pedo. So, Drake says that UMG could have refused to release the song. Why would they do that? And they probably made $1 billion off the song, Drake. Anyway, okay, Drake says that they could have refused to release the song, or they could have edited the offensive parts out. Yeah, well, this is what Drake is saying, and he's upset about that. So instead of editing the song or taking out the bad parts, UMG designed, financed, and executed Not Like Us into a mega hit beyond their wildest dreams financially. Okay, it caused consumer hysteria, and I was one of them. I was at the gym just listening to the music on my spinning bike. It was great. So it caused consumer hysteria and massive revenues for the record industry. It exceeded their limitation. Okay, Kendrick Lamar just has that touch, that godly touch on him because he is amazing. Okay, so also when Kendrick Lamar put out his diss tracks, I think it was 4 of them: Euphoria, Not Like Us. I can't remember the other 2, but they were all great. But he let the content creators play his songs, attach them to videos, react to them, anything they wanted to do with no copyrights. You can make all the money you want from the song. And you know how many content creators? There are millions. You know how much money extra money he could have made? But he just let the content creators just, get down with it. And I thought that was absolutely great. And Drake also is claiming civil fraud and racketeering. Civil fraud and racketeering. Okay, Drake. All right. So Kendrick Lamar was not named in the suit. Not yet, anyway. Because if Kendrick wrote the songs and he's singing the songs, shouldn't he be the one being sued? But no, Drake was going after the people who are 100 times richer than him. So, I don't know. It sounds familiar, Sir Rock. But we're not going to talk about Diddy today, okay? I'm scared of Diddy. I had a dream about Diddy. I don't want to dream about Diddy tonight. I had a dream that me and my daughter was at a Diddy party. And it was just a big room. And she was going to the side. She had a plate of food. And I was going around the corner to do whatever. I don't even know. And then my phone rang at 8:45 a.m. And somebody woke me up from the Diddy party. Probably the best phone call I got in my life. Okay? But anyway, Drake, please, if you're listening, go sit down. Okay? Okay. You're a great musician, rapper, or whatever they want to call rappers. You're great. I listened to your songs then. I listen to them now, regardless of the Kendrick Lamar beef. It was just fun when it happened. And it's taking nothing from you. Everybody can't be the best. And it's taking nothing from you. You're still a great musician. I love listening to your songs, especially when I'm at the gym. Okay? The best thing for you to do is maybe take a few more months just get a cup of tea, sit back, sip on your tea, enjoy your money, because I know you got $5 million for something, and then like some months or a couple years later, you got another $500 million, which is almost billionaire status. So just sit down, relax, enjoy yourself, and stop worrying about Kendrick Lamar, because you're great in your own rights. So just let it go and stop getting so many surgeries because it's not working. Okay, when I would see your pictures, I would say, "Oh, he's such a handsome young man. He looks just like my son." I did, but now you're just very young and you're doing too much. Okay, stop with the plastic surgery. Okay, just age naturally, like me. Okay, now, woo doggy, TD Jakes. As we all know, TD Jakes had a scare on stage past Sunday. You know, he was giving a speech, and I know everybody saw this, but here's just a little bit of when he went despondent.
Viral, you can see Bishop Jakes finished his Sunday sermon and then got quiet, seemed to shake. The crowd reacting before several people rushed on stage to come to his aid. On the Potter's House Facebook page,
you see, but it's good that now they say he's doing fine, he's pulled through, so he's going to be good. So that's good. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, because despite what's going on in TJ's life, you know, going to the Diddy parties and this other Dwayne Youngblood situation I'm going to tell you about, you know, TD Jakes had what it takes. He had the gift of gab, and he knew how to deliver. Okay? He would, you know, sometimes when I would turn him on Sunday mornings and I might not have been feeling at my best, I would turn on TD Jakes and he would make me feel better just by, you know, his sermon. And I was like, oh, I needed to hear that. You know, I would say one day I'm going to go to the Potter House myself. Just get on a plane just to go to listen to him. He was great. So, you know, I'm not taking anything away from TD Jakes. Even though I don't know why his church members, not members, the congregation, I don't know why they were giving him so much money, you know, but you know what? It's not TD Jakes' fault. If you can get a sucker to give you money, then hallelujah. I wish I could too, Jakes. But anyway, TD Jakes, he got sick on stage and he was rushed to the hospital. We don't know the extent of the illness, but now he's doing fine. Okay. Now, in the interim, TD Jakes has filed a lawsuit against a man called Dwayne Youngblood. Dwayne Youngblood. And I did just a short video on Dwayne Youngblood, but he had an interview with a man called Larry Reed. So Larry Reed, who is a content creator, he interviewed Dwayne Youngblood, and Youngblood was talking about the things that happened 40 years ago between him and TD Jakes. And what he said, allegedly, okay, what Youngblood said is that allegedly he was in a house with TD Jakes, where TD Jakes was staying with a lady because he was in town, a lady at the church, whatever, who liked to house him. They were talking and had a deep conversation for 2 hours, crying. You know, I guess Youngblood needed a man in his life to talk to. You know, it takes a man to raise a man, and he was young at the time. I think he was a teenager. But he said that when he got up, for those of you who didn't see the video, I'm not going to bore you, but when he got up from the table, he said TD Jakes got up from the table and positioned himself in the door and pulled him to him and leaned down to try to kiss him. And somehow he said he got out, and when he got home, he didn't tell his mother, and TD Jakes called his mother's house, and his mother said, Wayne, Jakes is on the phone. And when he went to talk to him, he said he could hear water. Jakes was in the back. Look, this is all alleged, you know, because I want TD Jakes to send lawsuits to me. You know, I'm just telling you what I heard on Larry Reed, okay? Alleged. So Youngblood said that Jake said to him on the phone, you know, when I come into town, you're only going to sleep with me, and I don't want to take any STDs home, and I'm going to take care of you for the rest of my life. That's what Youngblood said. But now Youngblood has a past. Since he talked about other pastors that SA'd him as well. You know, I don't know, he must have been in style back then, I guess. I don't know. But where was I? Yeah, so Youngblood, other pastors, he said he had issues with them, but he was telling his story. Now, he has a past. So since he was abused, then he turned into an abuser. Okay? Youngblood turned into an abuser. He S8 minors. He did 9.5 years in prison for it, too. Then he got out of prison and became a pastor. And fast forward, he told TD Jakes, because of what you did to me back when I was young, a teenager, I won $6 million. Well, his lawyer, Youngblood had a lawyer and told TD Jakes' lawyer, I won $6 million from you, or I'm going to continue to harass you internetly, if that's a word. Is that a word? Internetly, or on the internet. Okay? So now TD Jakes is like, no, that's not happening. So there's a lawsuit going now between Youngblood and TD Jakes for $6 million. And that's what's going on there. Now, you know, it's being said that when Pastor TD Jakes, you know, went despondent on stage, that can be ammunition, okay? Because he's been going through a lot with the Diddy situation and now the Youngblood situation. And God knows what else he has going on. We all have stuff going on. You know, Jakes has been going through a lot. And they're saying that this could be ammunition for when he goes to court, you know, for stress. Stress and stress. And he should be suing Diddy too. So that's the TD Jakes. And finally, federal employees. As you might not know, but the federal government is the largest employer in the United States. Larger than Walmart, larger than Disney World, just the largest. Okay, the federal government employs almost all of us here, almost. So with Vivek Dash, the new Dash, the make-believe Dash agency, what they're going to be doing is telling all federal employees that you cannot work from home anymore. COVID is gone. COVID is over. Now we want you back into the office producing 5 days a week. And the unions for the federal government, they're trying to get it together because they say it's counterproductive. More work gets done when people are home, says the unions. And there's no need for buildings, electric bills, light bills, whatever, because no one's there. So they don't understand the rationale. So that's what's going on today. And we're still waiting as far as Diddy is concerned, because Diddy is like number one. Everybody wants to know what's going to happen. As far as Diddy is concerned, we're still waiting to see if the judge is going to give him bail or not. And he has already secured his New York apartment on the Upper East Side, secured, ready to be moved in. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen. And that is my story. So please, everybody, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, because you guys know I am a new channel trying to grow, and I would appreciate it. Everybody have a great day and have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Bye.